Okay, welcome back. So right now what I want to do is show you how to do something like just create a simple function. Alright, right now we've put everything in the loop, which is fine, but ultimately as your program grows and grows and grows, this is going to become cumbersome and difficult to follow. So it's always a good idea to create functions that you can call upon within your loop. So to do that, what we need to do, in this case I want to create another void function. It's not going to return a value. Later on I'll show you how to do a non-void function. A non-void function will actually return a value. So for example, if I wanted to change the analog reading of my sensor into, for example, distance, I might want to use a non-void function. So I can call upon it with any one of my sensors and it'll convert it into actual distance, which might be easier for you to use. All the functions have basically the same structure. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm just going to copy this setup one because I have a hard time typing. And I'm going to get rid of all the junk inside. And let's call this one readSensors. Alright. And I'm going to take this little chunk of code right here, which is our reading of the sensors. I'm going to paste it right there. I'm going to take this, the name of it. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to add my semicolon. I'm going to use Control-T to clean up my code. And so now in the loop, the first thing it does is read sensors, and it jumps up to the read sensors function, and it collects the data into the two variables by reading the pins A0 and A9. So what we should see is actually no difference in the output. We'll just see cleaner code. And lo and behold, everything works perfect. Let's create another one. This one actually will be handy. I'm going to do a printSensors. And I'll say it's handy because you'll see that printing is pretty slow. So when it comes to robot operation, if I can, I might want to use the print commands or the print function while doing diagnostics, but there's really no reason to print anything while my robot is actually out in the field someplace, because there won't be anybody to listen. So it makes it super easy to turn on and off the print. So if I go ahead and take this now, that whole block, alright. So now you can see that our loop has been reduced down to essentially two functional lines, and I'll load it up. We shouldn't see any difference in the operation. Okay, same exact operation, but we've reduced our code, made it a little cleaner, a little easier, and more importantly, if I want to make my code go quickly because I've done my diagnostics, I've got everything set up, and all I have to do is, by the way, I just hit Control / to do that with a keystroke. I just rem out, comment out this line, and of course you won't see anything happening over here because it's not going to be printing, but it's just going to be reading as fast as it possibly can without the delay of printing. I'm going to go ahead and call that back, and I'm going to recompile, and once again we're back. I hope, there we go, we're back in operation. Everything is exactly as it was, but it's a lot cleaner. So I will see you guys again shortly with the next video.